Hello everyone and welcome to the Xbox Game Showcase, followed by the Starfield Direct right here on youtube.com/Helix Plays Games. You're joining myself, Chris, alongside my green co-host, the host of XPass, our weekly Xbox podcast, Mr. Richie. Welcome to the showcase.
Hello everyone.
Hello, are you excited? We've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, give or take, until the biggest event of the year for Xbox kicks off. You hyped?
I am excited. Yeah, I think this is my... Well, I'm not saying hyped. This is my most anticipated showcase. Because PlayStation-wise, there's a couple of things in work we already knew about with like things like Final Fantasy and Spider-Man. So on that side, yeah, I know I've got stuff coming up. Generally, there's always going to be stuff come out from things like Summer Games Fest. But this is the one where I'm looking at it and going, there's only really Hellblade and Starfield that I'm really kind of zoned in on at the moment. Like, I want to see what Xbox has got to show, and I'm not fully sold on Starfield yet, so
it's a big 2 hours ahead. Big 2 hours ahead.
Indeed.
As mentioned there, the showcase is split up into two parts. The first is the Xbox Game Showcase, as you can see on screen. The second is the Starfield Direct, where we get a deeper dive immediately following it from the team over at Bethesda. And you're with us for the ride. So it's a Sunday evening, afternoon here in the UK. I've got a beer. The sunshine is out, so what better time to stay indoors, out of the sun, and watch some video game announcements and reveals from Xbox first-party studios and partnerships alike. Shout out to everyone who's joined us in the chat so far. Kumnar, Edward Jeffrey, Eric Devoy, welcome. Jorvaz there as well. You're all welcome here. Thank you very much. Those who dropping some sweet emojis in the chat too, our wonderful Helix heroes. Thank you for your continued support. Before we do get into this, don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe, pardon me, I've got a cough still, and ring that bell so you're kept in the loop with all the great content we do here, like the aforementioned XPass Weekly Xbox Podcast, because we are recording it live with just us after this show, so it's fresh for you tomorrow morning. So if you are watching this or you maybe don't have time to jump in and watch the full thing, we're going to break it all down, strip it apart, talk about it on this week's podcast with myself, Richie and Rob, and that'll go live here on YouTube tomorrow morning, first thing, and also available up there in those digital clouds on your podcast preference of choice. Richie, less than 60 seconds. Al Davis Music has joined us along with Simon in the chat. It's an exciting Sunday evening. I have a cheeky Roni.
I have not.
I'm excited to go. I hope this premiere doesn't begin. I'm actually off work tomorrow, so it's not too bad for me. Not too bad for me. And hopefully this premiere, when it goes live, it's not going to go live and then kick us into like another 10-minute countdown. I just want to get into it.
They'll do the horrible, like overly loud, obnoxious YouTube premiere music stuff.
It probably will. It probably will. Chat, do let us know what you're expecting to see tonight, aside from the obvious, Starfield and such. Here we go, Richie. There's your obnoxious YouTube audio. Let's go full screen, folks. What's your countdown on, Richie? I'm on 45, 44,
52.
43. Oh,
so you stopped on 40.
Yeah. Stopped on 40. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Count me down.
43, 42, 41, 40.
Sync. 39, 38, 37. Here we go. We can count, everybody. We can count. Speaking of counting, how many Xbox games are you expecting to see, Richie, on display over the next hour or so? Give or take.
At least one.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
I don't know. I think maybe we'll see something from Gears, Hellblade. I'd expect to be there. It's hard to know. Like, I can't even remember our predictions from talking XPass.
Talking the XPass.
Talking the XPass, yeah. Avowed, Perfect Dark, probably there. Indiana Jones, Stalker, Ark 2, Wolfenstein, State of Decay, Rise 2, Halo. Well, this is all the stuff we had listed as talking points for this week's show. Forza. Liza P, I doubt it's going to be here because we've just had it at Summer Games Fest.
A lot of game ratings.
Yeah.
Crazy Bad in the chat as well. And Eric Johnson says he'd like to see some more xCloud enhancements. Yeah, certainly do. We could see plenty of software. Family Plan rolling out worldwide could be a thing.
Oh, we're finally doing this.
Handheld, potentially.
Make a sandwich.
Oh, well. Playground. Fable?
Okay.
They on Fable?
Yeah. Let's do it.
And that's
Richard,
yeah.
Dave.
What do I think about Heroes? Well,
Richard Ayoade, the video game.
In-game footage.
It's Fable.
Yeah. Well, Playground's definitely Fable.
high cheekbones.
I'll turn the volume up, chat. Let me know if it's good or bad.
Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero is me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
Purchase came through.
It's a big
Oh, yeah, I
pumpkin.
forgot that was still coming. That the
Mythical
ability to play
creatures.
purchase games through xCloud. It's a Game Pass only feature at
That's
the
what they
moment.
are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
See, I'm
Wafters.
not here to slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death. One moment.
Is he a giant? Do we think?
I don't know.
Is he going to go to the door and there's a little tiny human being? Yeah, he's a giant.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Or maybe your character isn't. Maybe he's normal sized and you're miniature.
I think that's the most violent that I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a strong start.
Yeah.
Wow. Day one with Game Pass. Does Game Pass show?
I wanted to see a bit of gameplay though. Well, a bit more gameplay.
We might. Jin's in the chat. Jack Meister's there too. Fabled Alpaca. Simon, welcome. Brendan's there too. More of our wonderful Helix heroes. Cheers to you guys on this fantastic Sunday evening. Compulsion Games. The Compulsion, they're the guys who did We Happy Few, I believe.
I'm not.
Making bones.
Yeah, I can see it.
Been a while.
Shaking them bones.
You remember that?
Another
favor
giant.
You owe me?
They call them old shaky bones.
It's
I'm
white and
looking
black,
for a
yeah,
creature.
Brendan. Or
Yeah.
transparent.
Huge, sneaky, teeth like knives.
Oh, maybe yeah. If you're in light mode instead
Yeah.
of dark mode, it might not show very well. Never even thought of that.
No.
Who'd win this giant or Richard Adeoye?
Well, hey, how about you guys?
This one seems a better musician.
No.
Uh-oh.
Richard
Nobody?
Ayoade is probably a better comedian. So it
It's
depends on the nature of the battle.
behind you.
Now. Sneaky.
Got some voodoo vibes from like New Orleans going on here. South of Midnight. I like it. That looks cool, that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, necessarily, but I'll take it. Now, was it Matt Booty tweeted out before this saying all of our trailers have in-engine gameplay and cutscenes rather than just CGI trailers?
Yeah. Yeah.
These are dangerous times.
Which is better, I believe.
Oh,
But
Star Wars? Ubisoft Star Wars game?
The Empire,
Are Ubisoft saving nothing for their own presentation tomorrow?
they're everywhere.
it'd be double dipping. probably.
Oh, yes, come on.
Did we ever get a title?
Nope. Just Ubisoft
we'll
Star
probably get
Wars
it here.
game. Yep.
Belongs to the syndicates.
The Syndicate. The Syndicate's the Darth Maul behind the scenes shadow people. The Mafia.
I
That could
wanna
make it
survive.
even more likely to be like a Division
I
style,
have to play their game.
Uh-huh.
like bounty hunter style game.
Now, with this being here, do we think there's a Game Pass deal with Ubisoft?
Possibly. Well, we know Game Pass. Ubisoft is on xCloud.
Oh no, not the Juggernaut.
Wonder if the games will come to GFN and Boost right? There's a good chance, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a very good chance for this game because it's Ubisoft.
And now,
Cal Kestis' future girlfriend right here.
be free,
Like, the two games are gonna crescendo.
wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
EA buys Ubisoft, and
Get off my ship,
Ubisoft and EA
Galen.
merging.
Give me a chance.
Oh, he's got a BX-droid
You're gonna have
as
to
his
trust me.
sidekick.
It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
Rancor!
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
We've got a bit of Bespin, is that?
But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Star Wars Outlaws! I dig it.
Yeah.
Yes! 2024. Imagine Ubisoft gameplay walkthrough reveal at the Ubisoft Forward tomorrow, so we get to see some gameplay tomorrow. And we are covering it here on the channel, so tune in tomorrow from 6 p.m.
Fable,
That's one way to do it. You get here's the CGI today, and tomorrow you'll get the
Welcome
gameplay.
to our first ever double
That is a
feature.
strong start,
The
Eric, you're
Xbox
right.
Game Showcase, followed by a deep dive into one of the most important RPGs ever made, Starfield.
Cool.
Gaming is the most powerful of all entertainment. It transports, it challenges, it connects us, and it's just incredibly and awesomely fun. That is why Team
I like that
Xbox is
wallpaper
committed
as
to
a
building the
background on
greatest
my
place to play.
PC.
By partnering with the most ambitious
That would stretch out
game
ultra-wide
creators,
really
and by
nicely.
Unleashing the power of
basically
the
is, yeah.
gaming community, enabling all of us to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs to consoles. The lineup
Is it too strong
we
a start?
have for
It's
you
hard to keep
today
up?
is just incredible.
I think it's a great start. I just hope they keep up the
These
pace.
are the works of the very greatest creative teams
Again,
from
there's
around the
stuff
world.
like Avowed. We
We
know
made
of the
this show
Starfield.
for
Minecraft
you,
could probably
the
do something.
largest, most
Forza,
engaged and globally
Hellblade,
diverse fan
Psychonauts
base in
3 was
Xbox
being
history.
rumored.
You are the heart
There's
and
still
soul
good
of Xbox.
stuff potentially
Your
in the
passion
works.
drives us, and you are the
Age
inspiration
of
for the
Mythology,
visionaries whose
Sunset
games we
Overdrive, Elder
showcase
Scrolls.
today.
Like this.
From me and all of the team at Xbox, thank you.
Sarge
This
needs to buy an
next game
Xbox
is
then.
from Thunder Lotus, the award-winning
Thunder
studio
Lotus.
behind
I
Spiritfarer,
would recommend
who've gone back to their
what do you call
combat
it?
roots
Xbox
with an
All
amazing
Access.
co-op raid-focused action
She
game
stood
that
on
is
a giant
uniquely
Xbox logo.
theirs.
That is cool.
All right, everybody.
Yes, Sarge, you could. Or you could
It's
play them in the
time.
cloud with our PC. It's time.
Oh.
World premiere.
Yeah.
So this is from the people who made Spiritfarer, which was a great little game as well.
Is this Wizard with a gun?
No dates yet, Brendan. No dates yet. Well, we've got years, I think. This isn't Wizard with a gun, I don't think.
Oh, there's something I saw already announced. I'm trying to remember what it was.
You taking notes of what games we've got for the show, by the way?
Yeah.
I thought I heard you typing. 33-player co-op. Damn.
That's an odd number.
It is.
In more ways than one.
Haha. It's the wrath of God. It's got some Hades vibes to it. Maybe Hades meets Vampire Survivors. the eye. Oh, that's why it's 33, Richie. Coming 2024. Game Pass. There is a big chance the majority of the things we see on this showcase are coming to Game Pass, which is why it's great as a subscriber to Game Pass. It's just like, cool, I can check this out.
Yes.
Is that Payday?
It's almost easy for me to take note of what's not coming to Game Pass.
Yeah. Payday 3, okay. I've never played a Payday game. They always give me like Saints Row vibes, where like the polish and the quality just isn't quite AAA.
I mean, this seems like it could be a fun Game Pass game.
Oh, yes. Now, this would be a second party deal as well. For anyone in the chat who has played Payday, is there any variation between 1, 2, and then supposedly to 3? I always get the feeling it's kind of the same game, just slightly better graphics.
Yeah, upgraded. Probably new weapons, new locations, that kind of thing.
What a time to check your phone. September 21 to Game Pass. There you go, Richie. Confirmed. Yeah. Play it day one with Game Pass. If PlayStation ever did a Game Pass, they should just call it PS Pass, won't they?
Yeah.
Atlas?
Could be rumoured Persona 3 remake. I mean, it's basically beyond rumoured at this point. Yeah,
Persona. Have you played Persona 3?
I've done a first look.
Of
Persona 3 and 4.
On Game Pass.
Yeah. I haven't played more than that, because there was also at the time rumours of a remake, so I thought I'd save it for the remake. And Persona 3, it aged. It very much has aged in terms of its gameplay design.
Do we think it's exclusive though? Because that will be a crazy switch from Reload. Persona 3 Reload. Early 2024.
Yeah,
Game Pass?
Sense, Reload.
Game Pass?
Yeah.
It's a good get. Ticking over at a solid pace, this. I like it. Oh, it's just Skull and Bones. No, it's not. It's not got that Ubisoft style.
No.
Obsidian. This is Avowed, is it?
People don't like you very much, do they?
I know that could be.
Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself. To investigate some.
It's got to be Avowed. If it's Obsidian, it's too close to Avowed to not be Avowed.
Our very souls.
And it ain't Grounded.
Grounded 2.
I mean, there's a spider.
But the truth is,
graphical overhaul. Yeah, it's Avowed.
Yeah.
the way you fight, the power you wield, the secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us.
This kind of just looks like, what would Obsidian do? with like the Elder Scrolls IP,
Yeah.
and then they didn't get the IP, so they just made their own thing.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
What are you gonna
It's a
do?
good shout, Brendan.
Yeah,
Holds
could
us
be.
over.
I'm hoping next year we do hear about Elder Scrolls 6. Off Game Awards could be great for it. Get Starfield out the way first, and then right, guys, time to talk about 6.
Avowed. 2024. Do you think we're going to get a stealth drop of anything today, like Hi-Fi Rush?
What, like an out now situation? Possibly. It's hard to predict something like that, though. I mean, no one knew Hi-Fi Rush even existed until
Rare and Lucasfilm. Oh, is it Star Wars Sea of Thieves or? Oh, what's the Lucasfilm pirate game? They just had a follow-up. The point and click adventure.
Oh, Monkey Island.
Yeah, Monkey Island. That's Lucasfilm. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves: The Legend of Monkey Island.
Welcome to the Scum Bar, the most notorious tavern on Melee Island. Wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels.
So tell me, which ship is right for you? A big
Damn
ship,
them scoundrels.
a luxury ship,
Getting
a
up on
ship
the
with
walls.
just a splash of je ne sais quoi?
The legend of Monkey Island. You mean Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion
This is
for
cool.
almost a year.
Yeah.
I think if you're a fan of Monkey Island,
Nice
What do you think
crossover.
you're doing? I told you no autographs. So I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood, the legend of Monkey Island.
The Chuck has turned the memories of this island into a prison for Guybrush.
Well, well.
Sea of Thieves is such a fun game.
Yeah. We should play it again.
I guarantee I forgot everything that we need to do in it.
Oh god, yeah.
Things may be very
We had a good time
different
playing that.
Oh, we did.
from the Sea of Thieves, you know.
Especially when we realised we had to get inside the cannon.
When I saw Lucasfilm, I was like, how is Star Wars going to be in Sea of Thieves? And I was like, oh well, Lucasfilm is a lot more than just Star Wars. Could have been Indiana Jones.
20th of July. We have a date.
Nice.
World premiere.
Just over a month away.
Got a decent pace, this.
It is, with decent levels of quality. Like Eric says in the chat.
And
It was
varied.
Sobo. Interesting. Flight Simulator.
Next generation of flight sim.
What's this? Is this... Okay. That's giving you things to do. Mountain rescue. That's cool. It's adding kind of like a challenge element to the game as opposed to just simulator.
Is it going to be a new game or is it going to be an expansion?
I think an expansion would be a safer bet.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. That would be my assumption because otherwise you have a huge install base on it. Although Game Pass, like, it's less of a risk.
Yeah, true. Game looks so good. Like visually.
My dad's going to be happy when I tell him about this.
What was the one we played at your house when we were kids with the joystick? Was that a flight simulator game, probably?
Yeah, I used to have, I think it was the World War II
95?
Flight Simulator. I think we had two. We had a, I might mean the original Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we had a World War II one.
Yeah. I remember that was the first
Where you
time
could,
I went immediately back
Dogfight
home.
over like the British Isles and stuff. That was
Yeah. I think I remember going immediately back home to saying to my dad, like, we need a joystick for the PC.
cool. Yeah.
It's just so different.
Now I think about it, I was absolutely terrible. I had no idea what I was doing.
We had a game called Plane Crazy, which was essentially just essentially what this guy's doing here, air racing with like probably really poor graphics, but it had the joystick. Scientific research. Have they had Top Gun in Flight Simulator? That was a thing,
Yeah,
right?
they did with Top Gun Maverick.
Cool. Hot air balloon trips as well. Wow.
This guy is cool.
Oh, it's just a new game, new entry.
Yep.
2024. Busy year next year. Wonder if we're going to get anything by the end of this year, other than Starfield. In-game footage. Or coming to Flight Simulator. Is this Dune? Are those the little kind of mosquito ships in Dune?
That's a weird crossover, it is. But...
I mean, there's a new movie in production, so it looks like it. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I haven't even seen the movie, and just these ships are so visually cool as anything.
It's iconic. Like...
Yeah. If only real kind of... What would you even call it? It's not a plane, it's not a helicopter, it's kind of like a hybrid of both.
It's a bird. A mechanical bird.
Nah, it's a mosquito, look at that.
Yeah.
It needs a cool name, though. I'm sure in the movie it has a cool name.
Next year's Xboxes, yeah.
There you
hopefully.
Go. That's a cool crossover. November 3rd. When does when the new movie comes out then? There might be some good synergy there. Dune movie release.
Melina here, speaking to you from
Senua's
our performance
Saga.
capture stage at Ninja Theory, where we have just wrapped our shoots for Senua's Saga Hellblade
There's
2.
the actress herself.
When we first showed gameplay for Hellblade 2, it was a look at some of the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic
I do
coastline.
remember that. Now remember, this lady who does the mocap for Senua, she was just a developer at the studio they used for early mocap testing, and then she did that much of a good job, she just landed the gig full time, and she's now a voice actor motion capture pro.
You are now an iconic video game character.
Xbox Series X.
That must be so awesome. She has to get a crazy pay rise, recontract negotiation for that. Right, we must get a date on this. This is, if anything, this is one that I think might sneak in before Christmas this year, because we've seen so much of it. And
how much they're putting on Starfield? Do you want to put it too close?
Well, that could be a good thing, though. It takes the pressure off Starfield if you've got two of these games almost like 2 months apart, give or take.
She's here to find them.
And I've said before, this is one where I was about to play Senua on the first game on my PlayStation, and then Xbox acquired them, and I thought, well, I'm not going to play the first one on my PlayStation when the second one might never come out on it. So I held off, and then now I get to play them both back to back on Game Pass, so win-win.
You know what I'm liking at the moment? This is one of the big hitters that I was expecting, and this is in the middle of the show.
And Starfield can't wrap it up because that's already afterwards.
Its own thing. Yeah. I mean, they could just go out in a whimper, but like, it feels like you're not going to do that.
We have to see Phil on stage as well.
Yeah.
I can feel them everywhere.
Unless they're just going to let the games do the talking.
Now, Sarah Bond's been there. Phil has to be there at some point. He has to give him an upbeat representation of the brand than he did on the Kind of Funny interview.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be one of the best games ever to play with 3D spatial audio as well.
Yeah.
With all the inner monologue.
It's time to find out. Why are they watching? It's time to find out.
I do want to
Richie, buy me a beer.
Next time I see you, okay. Actually, no, because we'll both be at footies tomorrow. Maybe the time after that.
Buy me a cheeseburger.
Get one.
Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want?
I'm waiting for the moment to go. I'm right here. Right
This
here.
is
Like,
definitely minimum you want to play with headphones on.
oh, yes. Immerse yourself fully. I'm interested to see how they up the gameplay mechanics in the sequel.
Do something.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, don't ask that type of question.
Gameplay.
Yeah. It's about time we saw
we
gameplay.
have seen gameplay. We saw that beach scene. That was gameplay.
It was very cinematic, wasn't it, though? I wonder if this is just like open world exploration gameplay. Pool. Oh, someone's going to come and grab her from the pool.
What we will find.
What if it's all for nothing?
What is that?
It's like ASMR.
Yeah. Oh. That a drain?
It's you.
Pull the plug.
What will they do to her?
What will we do to us?
Become a Helix hero from a Settlers 99p. Click join below.
You can get early access to the PS right now.
You're mine.
Your
It's very Rey in Star Wars when she goes and has like a trippy moment in the cave.
Just let me to this place.
Graphics are gorgeous though. Like the facial detail's insane.
You already tell them. I am here. Now. What if we get lost?
Especially if they get it running really well.
What will happen to them? What will happen to you? I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know. Go.
Oh. Oh.
Around you, Sanua. Those you have saved.
2024.
Those you led to.
So many hands, Richie. Now, I am starting to get the feeling that they're going to get criticism for no dates other than next year. We've had about, what, 5, 6 that have all just said 2024 now?
The only thing we've had for this year, we had Sea of Thieves and Dune Flight Sim. Oh, Payday 3 was this year as well, actually.
Is this another Like a Dragon?
Looks very much like a dragon.
He's naked. How is no one noticing this?
It's just sound asleep for ages and just.
I mean, to be fair, he's jacked enough to be naked. Oh, your stream froze?
No, mine's okay.
No, just mine. Okay. Don't know what's going on then. Hello, Xbox stream. Oh, I'm back. Am I back? I might be behind you a little bit now. Girls drinking from a coconut.
Interesting. She spoke English, he's speaking Japanese. So he's washed up in California, maybe?
Yeah, you might need to pause it for 5 seconds just to resync. Is he in America and not in Japan for a change?
It seems to be the case.
Right. I'm up to... Old lady's pointing at him.
Tell me when you realise he realises he's naked.
Now. Covered his crotch just then.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? That was a long trailer. That didn't really show much. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And we got Like a Dragon, the man who raised his name on Thursday. Early 2024. Sega, man. Putting them out. Literally putting it out there, Richie, both on the beach and on the consoles. A man who raised his name apparently going to be digital only.
Interesting.
Oh, Fallout 76 update. 15 million dwellers.
What a sight! A verdant
Fallout 76 even still going?
Apparently so.
Is anyone playing it?
Years of prudent progress and determined
it's found its audience great on
$1 million worth of keen imagination from the heart of West Virginia to the depths of the pit.
Well, we owe it all to Vault 76.
No matter if you roam alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the good times never end. There are relics to uncover from a time before the war, along with loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore.
Well, they look
Our world
creepy.
is always changing. Greater foes are overthrown.
Oh, dear me.
Remember when they brought out this game with 0 NPCs and it was like...
Yes, from
Yeah.
Appalachian settlements to Nuka World on tour.
Nuke
You're never
World.
short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City. So there you have it. Now you know. There's a million ways to make the wasteland your waste home. And when you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Everyone in the chat. 76.
Play it now
fair.
with Xbox.
It's a good
Game
trailer.
Pass.
Atlantic City.
Nice. Whole new area to explore. I'm so glad they are still supporting it after the start it had.
Yeah, I'm glad it's keep going.
It could have been like well dead already.
It did seem dead on arrival. Like it wouldn't be a surprise if they just abandoned it.
Right, where we are now. World premiere. Oh.
Capcom. It looks more Sega than Capcom.
Uh-oh, don't break it, don't do it. Bad luck. How do they see out of that mask?
You just failed. Use your other senses.
Perhaps.
This is weird.
Ooh. Yeah. Some creepy worshipping going on there.
Tongue fetish going on a bit. Third-person action game.
It's got a nice bit of colour to it. Fallout 76.
Half of the goddess.
Evening, Ted. Yes, yo, Xbox having a lot of love for Japan right now, trying to get it, bring in that Eastern audience.
It's about time.
Xbox presents. You might still be a few seconds ahead of me.
General Motors' historic commitment to performance is
Forza?
embodied in two of its iconic brands, Chevrolet and Cadillac. The V-Series.R elevates Cadillac's competitive spirit to a whole new level with its thunderous V8 and hybrid power. The legendary Corvette has been a celebrated champion for decades.
Cadillac, both
the all-new
brands,
Chevrolet Corvette
basically
E-Ray
non-existent in the UK.
continues that tradition.
There's a few around.
General Motors is proud
Roads
to
aren't big
usher in
enough.
a new era of competition
And there's
with the
corners.
innovators behind
That blue
the
white
new
one is
Forza
nice.
Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are pairing their strengths in technical excellence and sophisticated modern design to take bold steps into the future and bring that experience to gamers. I'm thrilled to welcome the Cadillac V-Series.R and the Corvette E-Ray to the home.
I'd have the
of
Corvette
competition.
over the other one. I'm back with something. I don't know what I'm watching, but there's horses. Everything's green. There's a squid thing in the sky.
Guessing. Yeah.
3 people. Book folding pages.
I'm guessing Elder Scrolls Online.
Quite possibly. September 6th, thank you, chat. Cartoon drawings, animations. Man reading book. Are you synced up yet?
I don't know, you're reading stuff and it's not.
Am I ahead of you, or?
I think you might be. I'm at man reading book.
Right, okay, so I'm ahead of you. Now, man sharpening knife.
Yeah, man sharpening knife. I've just skipped ahead. Yeah. This is definitely Elder Scrolls Online.
Imagine if the whole showcase was me just reading out what I could see. Fire, trees, rocks up there.
There's like a mushroom that looks like a tree, but it's a mushroom. It's clearly in Morrowind.
So Elder Scrolls Online, yeah.
Well, it's not Elder Scrolls 6, so.
Save Tamriel.
Yeah, Tamriel. Is this a new? Oh, it's did we know about Necrom? I feel like I've heard of that before. Yeah, June 20th. So we got a date for it.
June 20th.
Necrom.
CSIS Unit 37. Toronto is
Blizzard?
under attack.
Oh, Overwatch.
By null sector.
Yeah.
There's something.
Overwatch
This
2,
is
we
clearly
should say.
part. This is clearly part of the Activision Blizzard deal, isn't it?
Taken over most of the city and they're rounding
They
up
did announce
armies.
us here.
Do people still play Overwatch, or is this one of them games that, through meddling and bad choices, they've basically screwed up the trust in the franchise almost via the sequel problems?
It was weird though. Like this wasn't like the sequel, kind of a sequel, but not also a sequel.
It
Like,
was one of those, yeah, where the sequel was going to have everything the original game had, but they discontinued the original game before everything was moved over. So I think they just totally fractured the fan base, and then
forced you to buy another game.
Yeah, and then everyone moved or went elsewhere. I think we're at the height of like Apex doing well as well.
Yeah. I'm
Obviously,
sure
it's still popular.
audience.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's anywhere near as popular as it was.
reports of more attacks
But it's not my wheelhouse or.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to 'em.
Engage. Target mark.
Oh, we've got Metal Gear Solid thingy missions. What were they? The training.
Yeah, the
VR missions. Yeah. Why don't we get a Metal Gear Solid VR missions for real in the PSVR 2 headset?
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool thing.
Hero shooters.
The world is counting on us.
August 10th.
Let's go.
Shall we do this together?
Does nothing to me, Overwatch.
Engaging.
No.
I saw that. Not bad.
New heroes. I know that's always a big deal when they reveal a new hero, but yeah.
World premiere.
Atlas. Oh, this would be the Persona 5 rumour.
Not Persona 4 Reloaded, so we just get all of them
Nah,
one by one.
This is Tactica, I think.
Oh, right, yeah. Like a spin-off.
Yeah, and the Persona was
So you're
stuff
telling
was
me
leaked.
you're thieves who steal hearts?
Oh, so
and
it's XCOM.
just
Looks like
happen
it's
to
XCOM
stumble
style.
into this.
What is with these? Is there either that many people watching this stream or what?
I'm having no issue. Right.
My shitty internet again,
The
then.
Rebel Corps will always help the Phantom Thieves, just as the Phantom Thieves have helped the Rebel Corps. Never forget that we're a united force who can rely on each other.
Yeah, I think with Persona 3 and 5 stuff, I think because it was leaked, I think Atlas just came out and admitted that, yeah, these games are coming.
Fortunately,
I hope they've got a Persona 6 though, like at some point.
I'm back to buffering. Persona Tactica P5T.
My birthday actually comes out.
Come on.
Tell me when you see a date.
I'm froze still.
Huh.
Piece of shit internet. Virgin Media. You're terrible.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
And while we're watching along with
The
this,
wonder is,
yeah,
we just got another copyright strike for the Summer Game Fest video. That's how the email come through.
but that we have measured it.
Right, I've got an astronaut stood in front of Bethesda logo, rolling along. Bethesda Game Studios.
Yes, a few seconds ahead of me now.
Right.
This Starfield.
It can't be, but from the award-winning creators of Skyrim and Fallout.
This is Starfield.
Oh, this is a risk. Unless it's just going to tease. Stay tuned afterwards for the Starfield
We're
Direct.
here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's
This might be just like tease trailer.
Hmm.
Check out the Starfield Direct after for more detail.
I hope so. Yeah, story trailer. Yovar says. Ooh, dinosaurs.
You're part of Constellation now.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
The game looks so big.
From here on out, Captain.
That could
Grab
be
jump is ready.
detriment there.
I love this part.
Here we go.
When they talked, that